All right, welcome back to the channel. This video in the Mastering the Swish Pattern series is by far, in my opinion, the most important video. In this video, you're going to take the regular basic swish pattern now and then begin to make it so much more generative, so much more powerful by adding in new skills and capabilities. So not only are you moving away from your problem state, but you're becoming generative. You're becoming the person who has learned new skills. So how to program your mind to become more skilled in what you want to be a master of. Mastery is your birthright as a human being. Your brain is designed to learn. If you aim it effectively, excellence is assured. You can add new skills. So that's the first thing we're going to be going into. Beliefs and values. How to add new beliefs into the swish pattern so that not only are you changing old behaviors, limiting feelings, but how can you design your swish pattern in a way that you start to change your beliefs so that you start to believe on purpose rather than inherit the belief system of your programming, of your parents, of your school, of the media. How can you choose the belief system of the most successful people, the athletes, the people who make a difference in the world? You can choose those beliefs in a pattern like this. And then creating a new self-image, right? The most important beliefs we have are the beliefs that come after the words I am. So we're gonna go into, in this video, how to take a very simple swish pattern and then make it generative so that you add in skills, beliefs, you align with your values, and then you become a part of a larger purpose. This video is about taking the swish to a whole new level. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to get more life-changing videos like this one. So let's start with skills and capabilities. You're gonna get 5 questions that simply by asking these questions, you will start to see yourself in a much more generative way. So the first question is designed to get you to incorporate skills or resources into your desired image. So when you're making your desired image, I invite you to ask yourself, what resources do I have now that allowed me to achieve this goal? So for example, let's say that you wanted to make cold calling. Your desired image is, let's say you're a business owner, and you have to prospect consistently. And one of those is cold calling. Well, the desired image is the you who naturally, automatically cold calls and prospects effectively. So what resource or resources allowed you to do that? Was it determination, motivation, confidence? What are the emotional states that allowed you to take action? And by incorporating this into this image, now you're growing those emotional states in yourself every time you would have had the problem in the past. So what are the resources that allowed you to overcome that problem? Now, what additional skills and abilities? I really love this because if you're like me, you're someone who wants to be skilled. Like you really want to get good at stuff. And you can put into the image you being highly skilled. This is something that you can do. So that every time in the past you would have had the problem, you're getting this new self-image of somebody who's masterful. So masterful at your business, maybe. And that over time will lead you to take actions to gain the skill. We are what we repeatedly think we are, or we become what we repeatedly think. I think that was the Buddha. And if you see yourself as a person who is totally skilled, and you continue to see that image, you will move in that direction. So ask yourself, what skills and abilities do I want to master? What emotional resources? Now, after you do each of these, you're going to ask yourself a key question, which is how do I see, or what do I see in this image that lets me know I've achieved this? So for me, I want to be the most masterful coach that I can possibly be. So for me, my self-image is one in which I see myself dressed a certain way, doing a group coaching scenario in which I'm doing a particular intervention for not just a person but the group simultaneously. And to me, that image communicates skill. What about your self-image? When you look at it, how do you know that you have those new resources and skills? And I want you to ask that question for each of the other iterations here. So the next one is, what's important to me about this? When I ask what's important to you about achieving a goal, what we're driving at are the emotions and values that are really important to you in doing this goal in the first place. So an emotion or value, for example, might be happiness or joy or success. But if you can attach the underlying values of what you want to achieve by being this person, it will become much more motivating. So for me, being an ideal coach, what's important to me about that? Success, love, connection, contribution, living my purpose, and making a difference in the world. So if I can now add that into my self-image, I'm going to ask again, what do I see in the image that lets me know I'm living my values? Then I can see myself, love meaning this is my work of devotion, this is my contribution. It comes from, love is a verb, my giving to the world, and just being connected and contributing. And I can see my compassion and care for my clients in that image. So through each step, ask yourself, what do I see in the picture that lets me know I have this quality? Remember, if you put that in the image, you're programming it in your mind. The third thing, what beliefs do I have now, having achieved this goal? So once you've achieved this, once you've made this change, what will you believe differently? What new beliefs will you have? What have you stopped believing? And then when you look at that self-image, how will you know that you believe those things now? And as you do that, so for me, for example, how will I know I've achieved that goal? I see myself in these amazing states, and I can see by my skin color, by my facial animation, that I feel incredible. And so what do I believe differently about that? I believe that I naturally go into the most optimal state for any situation, and it's a state of power, pleasure, and purpose. That would be a belief that I have changed, having achieved this goal. Now, even more importantly, who am I after having made this change? Let's tie this into your identity, right? We talked about self-image being the most important driver in your life. So let's take this swish pattern and let's tie your changes to your identity so that you create the most powerful changes in every area of your life that you can, or that you want to, rather. So who am I as a person having achieved this goal? Who am I as a person? I'm inspirational. I'm a thought leader. I'm a titan of change. I'm an innovator. Can you see how just as I'm thinking about this, can you not notice how good it feels to see yourself who you want to be? Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to choose who you're going to be. It will be the most rewarding thing you do. So if I'm seeing myself that way, how do I know that I have these qualities? It's almost like a relaxed at ease in the way I communicate. And there's like a little glint in my eye, this little like sparkle that lets me, it's almost like I'm in on a joke that other people don't know, or something like that. And you don't have to judge it. Whatever response you get from your unconscious is good. It's good. Go with your instincts. You obey I just got off the phone with my dad. He said, you don't trust your instincts, you obey your instincts. Now, with me, the last question that I think you must ask yourself is tied to purpose. Purpose has been found in the literature and among studying the people who are the absolute best, accomplish the most, enjoy their lives the most, live the longest. Purpose, having a strong, clear mission in this world, is one of the most profoundly useful things that you can do to increase the quality of your life, but also your impact. So I want you to ask yourself, what larger purpose am I a part of by doing this? And for me, the answer is the healing and the growth of consciousness on this planet. God, this feels good. When you do this for yourself, this will be so rewarding. Build in a habit of creating consciously your mindset so that you don't just have to fantasize. Don't go to a movie so that you can fantasize about somebody else's hero's journey. Make the metaphor yours. Be the hero of your own story. And with that, I invite you once again to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and make sure you get more life-changing content like this one.